What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Catching Moments channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're ready subscriber, thanks for coming back, guys. Anyway, this episode is going to be me personally doing it at home, installing a whole King's off-grid setup for our caravan that we've been building for the last 5 weeks. We've got 2 panels here, total of 400 watts of solar, so that's 200 watts of solar each. We've got 2 200 amp hour lithium batteries, 400 amps all up. Should be a lot, should be heaps. Comes with your wiring for your solar. Then we're moving on to the 3000 watt inverter, the big dog. So we're gonna be running that. Comes with a display, pretty nice, neat and tidy. Your main cables for your battery to your inverter. Comes with everything. Dual battery cabling, your mounts for your solar panel, and then your charger. So you can run your charger off your alternator coming off your car or your solar. That's pretty cool technology right there. So this whole system here is pretty much a plug and play system, and we're going to run you through on how I've done it here at home so you guys can get into it. Big issue now is to find out where the best spot is for your batteries. These are some big batteries, 200 amperes, brand spanking. Keep in mind though, they're discharged, or they're charged only to 30% due to transportation reasons. So you gotta have these charged up before you start using them. Alright, so I've got an idea. I can have this battery swapped around, plug it up here, because I want them basically on the axle, the weight of it. Or I can have them in there. I don't know. But then maybe the inverter goes there, and then cables can go out that way. I've also got, yeah, so we'll see, because I want it all tucked away, right, underneath this big cushion. And then the only thing that's going to be out here will be this display, right, for the inverter, and then a battery display, and then maybe a switchboard. Something simple, just out here, nice and clean, tuck everything in. That's the goal. I reckon that's how we're going to do it. Just makes more sense. And then running the dual battery cabling, some thick stuff. Keep in mind, a lot of this stuff, like the batteries, the solar panels, pretty sure the inverter as well, or it might be all of it, they've all got 2 years warranty on it. So the stuff is pretty good for the price anyway. So we'll see if it can last out there while beating it up, hey? Hey, good? Alright, so I've unboxed the inverter and put a nice piece of plywood with 4 screws, just hold that down, just so it's not on the floor. Makes it a lot neater, just like that. So you can't go too far anyway because of the battery terminals. The fuse will go up here. We've got just enough room. I don't know how smart it is having the fuse right up here, but should be alright. I'm just kind of laying it out where it will be before I start screwing everything down. And then I'm thinking of having the charger about here, right? And then all the inlets and things can go up in that corner, and it can follow up that corner, and then display, and obviously the solar go up to the roof. So far so good. Tell you what, it's pretty fun unboxing this new stuff. I've never actually bought new shit before. Everything's freaking old, used and abused. Another plank. That's where the charger's gonna go. Keep in mind where all the cables are gonna be, and then if you can still see, still set things on. See, like with the inverter, I can still access, still see. Gonna make it easy while you're out there. It's the least of your worries while being out there in the bush or out by the beach or something. You want to be fishing and having a good time with your family. You don't want to worry about this kind of crap. So, all right, now working on the display for the inverter. Cut a hole with the grinder. Hit. Then you grab your display. Beautiful. Look at that, mate. Couple of screws, mate. Won't even tell. And then probably under here or up here, probably under here, look, oh no, probably on the side, will be the battery monitor that I have to get. I didn't get that on this kit because I didn't think I'll need it, but might as well have it. How good's that look? And then the cable behind here, probably along there, straight underneath, plug and play. Look how good that's looking. Beautiful. You're not really supposed to be running these things when they're at 30%, but had to, mate. So I purchased the adapter from the solar charger, or let's say the charger, to the battery. So now it is hooked up. Also got me double connectors for the solar to link them together, and it actually runs really well. I'm getting about, I was seeing 300, just over about 320 watts the other day. I also got a battery monitor as well, so I do have all that hooked up. As you can see, getting 60 watts at the moment off one panel, which isn't really too good considering they are a 200 watt panel, but as you all know, you never actually get 200 max, you know, it's very rarely. But yeah, so nearly at 100 amps after a couple of hours of charge, so it's pretty good. It's pumping the juice in. I do need to get a main switch to just shut off this whole system if it's in storage or anything like that, and also got to get a fuse for the solar. So the inverter's got a fuse, I just need a fuse for that. I think that's it. And then from King's, I'm probably going to purchase, from King's, I'm not sure yet, I'd like to have it all the same, a switchboard, switch panel, just to run all my appliances off, like the water heater, the diesel heater, anything else I need to run off 12 volt, I can just run it off of here. It comes with a fuse box and everything, so it's kind of simple. You just screw it in, plug and play. That's what I like to hear. So other than that, let's jump up on the roof and work out how we're going to mount these things. But if any of you guys got any ideas on what I should be doing with fuses, etc., comment down below, help me out, as I don't want to burn this thing to the ground. But it turned out alright, fits in there pretty well. And then obviously you're going to tuck it all in and then cover up wires and shit like that. So that's my idea. Either side of the aircon have two 200 watters. We are going to get a new system, something a little bit slimmer anyway, so that old system is going to go away and it shouldn't give us any overcast of the shade. And then I'm thinking about putting another 100 watt out the front there where I've got room. We'll probably back here to maximize the wattage on that charger. It can hold up to 500 watts is what it says. So I'm hoping to chuck on another 100 watt solar panel and bring that up to 500. And then we've got enough room for another panel here. Good solid frame, so now I just got to work out how I'm going to mount them. And then I'll be able to pull it out in the sun and keep the juice flowing into her. Beautiful. Both panels finally mounted. Like I said, I'll probably get another 100 watt at the rear here. Well, that side or this side, we'll work it out. I still need to get that little port that you screw to the top of the van, and your solar leads can go through that into the cab, just to make it nicer. But for now, they're all just running on the outside of the van for now to keep the charge going. The other one, and then we jump in here. Looks a lot neater now, beautiful. Jump up on the screen. Keep in mind it's underneath the shed, and we're nearly 50 watts, 3 amps. We're at 90 amps, 98 amps in the battery so far. Total we got 400, so we still got a bit to go. But I'm about to pull the van out to try get some more sunlight, because now it doesn't need to be underneath the shed. Just an update from previously. It's been a few weeks. We've just gone on to a Flinders Ranges trip. We're on our way back now, staying our last night. And I thought I'd update you guys because I didn't really finish off that video. So this is the whole setup as is at the moment, the off-grid setup with a King's battery system. And let me tell you, it worked a treat. We also installed a diesel heater and a hot water service. Everything running off the off-grid. That hot water service we're running by the grid at the moment, just to help out a little bit. as we did expect. So that's the box as well. You've got your water pressure, diesel heater, but we just experienced like a massive amount of rain for like 3 days straight, up to 100 mils up in the Flinders. That was one of the best experiences I've ever had with that much water. In saying that, we didn't have much sun at all, so we were draining the batteries being off grid. We're down to 21%, but now the juice is pumping. That was at 30 amps a second ago. As you can see, the weather, it's only just started to clear out. There's still heaps of sun, but we did see 400 watts. There we go, it's starting to pump back up. So we're starting to get a fair bit of juice. We also got the tap running, don't mind all the dishes, but now we got hot water service with electric pump. So yeah, we're running the self-priming electric pump under there as well. We also added an extra panel, so we have 500 watts total. Yeah, other than that, that's the end of the video. Thanks guys.